Hi. In English, fluency is really a big challenge. It's a big problem, isn't it? Does it happen with you? When you start speaking English and you start making sentences, then you don't have words, the appropriate word, and thoughts are not in place. You end up making mistakes, and you don't have the appropriate word when you try to talk to someone. So you're unable to express, right? Does it happen? It happens. So you always complain that, okay, I now started speaking English and I know how to frame small sentences. I know the basic grammar rules. On that basis, I started making sentences, small sentences. I know how to pronounce words correctly, but I don't have that fluency because I don't have words, the appropriate word and thoughts in place, right? So when I try to talk to someone, then I go blank, right? I don't have words. So what to do? This is really a big challenge. Yes, you're not only the one. It happens with everyone. Whether you are a beginner or you are in an advanced level, that is absolutely fine. It happens with everyone. So I'm now going to share some amazing tips that you can follow and you can get rid of this problem. But before I share, let's understand first, what is fluency? Yeah, what is fluency in English? What do you mean by fluency? What is that? Well, fluency means the ability to speak English or to read English effortlessly, very easily. Okay, that is what the fluency all about. Fluency means when you try to speak English, then you should be speaking English effortlessly. And when you speak English easily, right, effortlessly, it means you have a good fluency. But remember, there is a myth that when you speak English at a very fast rate of speech, then you have a good fluency. No, no, no. It is absolutely incorrect thought, right? Rate of speech is the part of fluency, I understand, but it is not only the most important element of the fluency. You are getting my point? Fluency means you are able to make sentences effortlessly. Yeah? You are able to communicate, you are able to convey the same meaning what you mean actually. That is fluency. Fluency doesn't mean that you have to speak very fast. When you speak very fast, then what happens? You might make mistakes. Your pronunciation might go at toss. Yeah, the pronunciation, you might make a mistake in pronunciation, in grammar. It's always better to speak slow, right? But not very fast. Yeah, so let's understand the best and most effective ways that you can follow to get rid of this problem. Okay, so what happens when you speak English? You try to make complex and complicated sentences, right? That you should avoid. You should avoid making complex and complicated sentences. You should always make small sentences, because you will have less chance to make a mistake when you make small sentences. Yeah, and just keep basic grammar rules in place, and then you make sentences. Okay, that's how you can overcome this problem. Okay, don't make complicated sentences, try to make small sentences. Yeah, and second, read anything which is written in English. So make a habit of reading books, newspaper, or anything which is written in English. All right, and try to read aloud. Try to read loudly. You have to speak aloud. That's how you can read anything in English. Okay, this is the second thing. Third, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. So sometimes what happens, we are confused that this article will be suitable, that preposition will be suitable, this tense, that tense. So we are puzzled in grammar rules, right? Sometimes it happens. It is absolutely fine. That is the reason I always say that in your free time, try to understand the basic and functional grammar rules. Yeah. Okay. And even if you make a mistake, that is absolutely fine. It's the learning process. It's the part of learning process. So whenever you learn anything, you will end up making mistakes. That is absolutely fine. But do not be careless of making mistakes. If you make a mistake, that is absolutely fine. It's a part of process. But don't try to be so careless that you make a mistake today and again tomorrow you will make the same mistake. No, you make a mistake, learn from your mistake and improve, and then correct it, and then make the perfect and correct sentence. Okay, great. So, and then the fourth one is record your speech. So whenever you try to speak English, try to stand in front of a mirror and you speak English and try to record, and then you listen to it. Find mistakes, understand mistakes, understand the reason and the logic, that why can't you say that word, why can't you make this sentence in this way, and why can't you say that word in this context. Okay, understand the parts of speech, understand the meaning, understand the usage of the word. So that's how gradually you will learn. Okay, so record your speech. Okay, whenever you speak, record it and then listen to it. It will give you the idea where you made a mistake. Fine, and then try to improve. Okay. Then make a habit of listening. This is very important. When you are talking to someone, try to be active listener. So when someone says something to you, try to listen to it very carefully. Sometimes what happens, where we are so excited and we don't listen to the person properly and we start answering the question. Yeah, and then mistake. Wrong answer. Either you will have the wrong answer, or you will make grammatical mistakes, or you will make such vocabulary mistakes or anything, right? Any mistake. So that is something which you should avoid. Just try to be active listener and listen to the person, listen to the speaker properly and very carefully, so that you know the question and you will answer accordingly. Yeah. Okay. Next, practice speaking a lot. This is the most important thing, that the most important habit that you have to make, that you have to practice speaking a lot and regularly. Yeah, we understand there is a saying that practice makes a man perfect. So when you practice speaking, gradually you will have and you will develop such skills. Okay, so practice speaking a lot and regularly on the daily basis. At least just make a habit of speaking half an hour, maybe just 1 hour. 1 hour on the daily basis. Just speak English. You don't have environment? Fine. Yeah, you speak. Sometimes you try to think. Sometimes we think in Hindi. Just try to sit somewhere and you just relax. You try to start thinking in English. You just start making English sentences. Okay, and then you try to speak, record, listen to it. Yeah, go and grab the community where you will have the chance to speak English. So that's how you can get rid of this problem, the fluency. And if you keep doing this thing for few months, let's say 5-6 months, or 5 or 6 months, maybe more than that, then gradually you will improve and you will have the good fluency. Okay, but remember, the fast and the rapid rate of speech is not considered a good fluency. Try to speak slow in beginning, and gradually you will start making sentences. And because it depends on your thought also, right? If you have a fast rate of speech, right, and your thoughts are not coming in with that rate of speech, then you will make a mistake, right? So it totally depends on your thoughts, how fast you are able to think, how fast you are able to process your thoughts, and in the same ratio you have to deliver your words. Okay, so you have to make a balance of your words being delivered from your mouth and the thoughts that you are processing in your mind. So you have to make a good balance of these two things, then this is a good fluency. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks. Bye.